It's the Jeff Adams Show.
The Jeff Adams Show is
live from Lakeland, Florida. It's the Jeff Adams Show.
You're listening to The Jeff Adams Show. The Jeff Adams Show is sponsored by...
A family unit is the unit that builds up a person's personality. How you behave and what you become in life is very much dependent on your family life. At Embraced by Grace, we believe your family should come first. Children who have a sound family background and who belong to a family with strong family ties are almost always happier. Thus, one cannot deny the importance of family life. Allow Embraced by Grace to show you and your family the way to a brighter future today. Visit us online at embracedbygrace.org and start growing your happy family today.
Sean hasn't discovered Audible.com yet. He uses his smartphone mostly for social media, where he's become quite skilled in abbreviated communicating. Sean thought this skill would be good to demonstrate to a potential employer who inquired about his spare time. OMG, I totes heart soch meet. Hire me, lols. Don't be like unemployed Sean. Use your smartphone smarter. Try one of the hundreds of thousands of titles at Audible.com, an Amazon company.
The Jeff Adams Show is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/The Jeff Adams Show. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Guys, I finally made it to New York City!
Lady, shut the up!
Yeah! Lady, you're in New York, where random men drop the F-bomb. They could yell at your mom.
Whoop, whoop. Wow!
That was good.
Yeah!
That was really good.
On the money. One of those days you feeling it on Wednesday.
Yes. It's our Friday.
It's our Friday. Not everybody else's Friday, but it's our Friday because tomorrow we're not going to be here. Friday we're not going to be here because I'm going to the beach with the kids. Get on the boat. Have some fun. Should I do my Jimmy Kimmel? I should do my Justin Timberlake of Jimmy Kimmel. So good. So good. So good. Right? I want to produce... Not produce.
You want to produce?
I want to introduce the produce. I'm rapping now. RC Kris, man. Phenomenal show yesterday.
Thank you. Thank you. It got spread pretty good. A lot of people were watching it. I got a lot of haters. But you know what? Like I said, you're more than welcome to call in the show anytime.
What did you do with your camera? You're blue now.
I have no idea.
You're blue in the face.
It's okay, though.
Blue. Anyways, man, that was a great show yesterday. And thanks for these runs, for coming in the studio, hanging out. Cray Cray is what we all know him. Denny. But I call him Cray Cray. And everybody hanging out in the chat room. We're live on TuneIn, Spreaker, our website, Stream Up. People in Stream Up watching. 19 viewers. Thank you. Congratulations. We're going to have a good time today. Or try to. But I mean, we got a big show lined up. I'm talking huge.
Oh, yeah, big.
Huge. You're talking massively huge.
If you think about it, we have actually done something interesting today.
What do we do interesting today? Walgreens trip?
No, not. Well, do you really want to talk about the Walgreens trip?
No, we don't want to talk about the Walgreens
You
trip.
say you didn't want to bring it up. Now you want to bring up the Walgreens. The Walgreens.
Wait.
Do you want to bring it up? No? All right, next.
No. Yeah, but it's a beautiful day here in Lakeland, Florida. And for all those people that are still battling with the winter climates, I apologize. But tomorrow, I'm going to the beach, going on the boat, having a good time, be out in the Gulf. I'm getting a nice tan. I'm looking a little Casper-like lately.
Yeah, we had to tone down the lights so we see you.
Yeah, so good stuff, man. But you know what? It's such... I love this time of year. You know why? The kids are on spring break. Last night, I went on the balcony and was watching the kids just play. And just this smell of summertime. Someone was, grilling burgers next door. I could smell the nice, crisp burning of the hamburgers, and you just smell it in the air. You're like, wow, this is my favorite time of year. Isn't it? It's just something about when you smell barbecues around this time of year, you start thinking about July 4th and grilling out. And you ever get that way, Chris?
Yes, I do. Especially for 4th of July. I love 4th of July.
Yeah, it's just massively, horribly warm. I mean, hot, hell hot,
It's really good, though. I like it.
So it's spring break for the kids. And so I said, I'm going to do 3 days this week. Why? Because we can. That's why.
We can.
Because
the big boss is right there.
Yeah. The big boss. Who? Looking. Did they call me on the phone? Not in trouble again, am I? Last time I had to leave the whole show.
Wednesday.
I was in trouble, yeah. They told me, we don't care if you're doing a show. We need to talk to you right now.
They told you we need you to pull Kris out of the air.
No, they
He's
didn't say
too controversial.
No, you're my replacement. You're gonna,
I'm not there yet.
When I get canned.
You said that yesterday. What's up with that? You think I'm gonna leave you?
No, I don't think you're gonna leave me.
Oh, okay.
But I got to tell you, sometimes in the back of my head, just being real, as much as you love the Blaze Network in Glen Beck, they went calling, hey, Chris, we got a job for you. And now,
see you later, Jeff.
See ya. Woo!
But we talked about this yesterday. I told you I was going to bring you with me.
Now, I am 42 years old, right? We got a big age gap here, all right? I'm a grown man, all right? I just can't up and leave and go work for the Blaze Network. It'd have to be...
You don't have to get up and leave anywhere. Look at Doc and Skip. They do it out of Arkansas.
Yeah, but I don't know.
We get a best.
I got my own company, man. You know what I mean? I'm
all we got to do is just feed our feet to them. That's probably all they want us to do.
Yeah. And they would have to pay us something.
Exactly.
But I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing with this company. That's for sure. No.
Who said that?
No, absolutely not.
No. We're doing big things in here.
That's right. And more big things to come. Hey, you remember I was talking about I had car trouble and stuff?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Well, I took the good old Avalanche. I've got a 2003 Avalanche, and me and my wife bought it years ago when I was still working for Creed, the rock band's management company. And I just said, we were banking before kids, the whole nine, we were doing really well. But it's paid off, and that was the car I wanted. So I still have it, Chris. To this day, it's like, why go out and get a brand new car with payments when you have something that you originally wanted?
Yeah.
And I kept it. So anyways, being in Florida, AC is very, very important here in Florida.
Oh, yes, it is.
So important.
Oh, so important.
And
so important.
And I realized, was that your Jimmy? Was that your, Jimmy Fallon? I just said Jimmy Kimmel. The two Jimmys mix me up. Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel. So Jimmy Fallon, so good, so good. Yeah, okay. All right, so anyways, I got an Avalanche. I kept it, but my AC went out. And it just was, if you turn it on, it pumps out hot air.
Hot air, yeah.
Hot air. And that's not good in Florida. So I had to turn it off, but it still brings out hot air. So now in springtime, it's probably windows down. I'm running probably about 95, 97 degrees in my truck.
Ouch.
Hot, right? A couple weeks ago, I had, my parents were having some procedures done. I drove my truck out there and I was on I-4. Oh my gosh. And there was a traffic jam, just stopped. I was wearing a black shirt. Black's my favorite color. Yeah, jeans. I was dying. I was just dying. So anyways, I take it into the Chevy dealership. Before the show yesterday, guy calls me and says, your fuel pump's going. We got to get, he said something, I want to say Flux Capacitor, but that's not right. That was from Back to the Future.
Flux Capacitor, if you have that in your car, can we please get a DeLorean?
Yeah. Flux Capacitor's gone. That's going to run me about a cool meal. Yeah, something was going on with AC. He was explaining to me that they have to take the dash off to get in the AC, which I believe him because it's not working. So, needless to say, I said, can you email me the quote? And they had my truck. And he goes, yes, I can do that. Chris, the total was $3,000. Hey, there's a Flux Capacitor.
$3,000 for a Flux Capacitor? I think it's worth it.
$3,000.
That's a lot of money just to fix all that stuff.
Well, I mean, it's important to have AC. So, many times in the past, I've got a brother-in-law. He's Cuban, and he's got a garage. But when I take it there, I normally don't see my truck for a month. And then when I do get it back, I still got to take it back again to get it fixed again from something he didn't do. No disrespect, Ellie, but that's just the way you do business. So my wife goes, we're not going to pay $3,000. And when my wife says something, I listen. Always. My wife is always right.
No, is that the only thing wrong with it?
No, there's other things wrong with it, but the AC is the most important thing. I can deal with the bad fuel pump. It still cranks. Sometimes it takes, two key things where you go,
yeah,
and then it cranks up. So I can deal with that. No big deal. I mean, it's got over 100,000 miles on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm going to run that thing to the ground.
You're going to kill it.
So I took it over. I picked it up at the Chevy thing. Now get this. Friggin', come on. What? I know people got to make money. They charged me a diagnostic charge of $50.
Yeah, well, that's necessary, bro.
It's not necessary.
You have to pay for the time of...
What is it? They just looked at it and go, oh, okay.
It takes a lot of time to plug in this connector to the car.
Whatever. They took $50. And then I got excited. I got in the car. The AC worked. I put it on. I'm like, hey, if it works, it works.
I got cool air.
I got cool air, and no, it became hot again. I'm like, oh.
That was a tease.
So I took it over to my brother-in-law, so he's going to look at it. So I probably won't have a vehicle for the next month and a half. And then
So
when I
does
get
this
it back,
man have to pick you up and drop you off?
I don't know yet. Hopefully he gets it done by the time I come back from the beach.
Now I have a question for you. You keep saying Cuban. Are you trying to diss on all the Cubans?
No, it's
because that's what I'm getting over here.
It's not.
I'm getting over here that you dissing all the Cubans. So that means that you're going to be dissing on the Hispanic, and that means you're going to be dissing on me.
I'm not dissing on that. But I'm just saying Cuban people have a different sort of life. And let me tell you, I know all about it because it's part of my family
racist.
now. No, it's not. It's not. Tell me tell me. Everybody comes from different cultures and different backgrounds.
You know what? I should believe you because my dad has this mechanic. It takes him a long time. A long time. They're just on a different timetable. Yeah. They're during Hispanic time.
They never show up. Listen.
Here we go. Bring it. I know where you're going with this. Bring it.
When we have family functions, you have to tell my brother-in-law
15 minutes before the real time.
Yes. No.
Oh, really?
You have to tell him 2 hours prior to the event for him to show up on time. Like, say, if we were having an event at 7 o'clock, we'd go, hey, when's dinner? 5 o'clock. That way we know he shows up at 7 o'clock. You tell him 7 o'clock, he's going to show up at 9 o'clock. That's the reality of it. And it's not a bad thing, but he's a workaholic. He likes to work. But that is the Cuban lifestyle. And this
No, I'm going to correct you. I'm going to correct you on that one. It's not the Cuban lifestyle. It's the Hispanic lifestyle.
Okay, Hispanic. Okay,
it is because I'll tell you this. We do run on another time period because my parents are the same. I'm not like that. If you tell me to be here at 1 o'clock, I'm here at 15 before. But that's one thing I learned about my family, and my cousin could probably chime in on that one too, is that you have to tell us between 1 to an hour and a half before the event starts. So if you want us there at 1 o'clock, you have to tell us to be there at 12 because we'll be there at 1 o'clock. And it's something, I don't know what it is. Honestly, I really don't know what it is. And it's a bad thing to talk about. But I guess I'm a licensed.
You have every right to talk about it.
Yeah. But it sucks. Y'all Hispanic people, get on time, man. Come on.
Exactly. But you know, I remember it, and I thought I was like, maybe I'm just stereotyping my brother-in-law. I'm not. I went to a Cuban wedding down in Miami. It said 4 o'clock. Me and Stacy showed up 4 o'clock on the dot, and they're still decorating the church. Needless to say, the wedding didn't start till 7 o'clock, but it said 4 o'clock in the invitation. So I guess we should have been on Cuban time, and we would have been on time if we would have showed up at 7 o'clock.
It's funny because my mom invited my cousin to a baby shower, and my mom did that thing. She told my cousin, hey, it starts at 5, but it really did not start until like 7. So my cousin was there at 5 o'clock.
Oh, wow. That's what Apple should make the iWatch for Cubans, where you can put Cubans on a different timetable. Well, Cuban time, it's
Hispanic time. Let's remove that Cuban thing. Let's put Hispanic time.
Yeah. Have you checked out this? Well, speaking of having the car going mad, I was driving here. My wife dropped me off. I saw this 1992 car with its windows down, and it seems like the people that could afford a new car, they put the sound system in this old car.
Yeah, I did notice that. Yep,
I haven't seen. It was something Dodge something from 1992. He had his windows down, and he was, this white dude. He was blaring this old school rap. Kris, you wouldn't remember. You were probably just being born, but there was this explicit rap group
1989
called 2 Live Crew. And they had 2 different versions. They caused a lot of problems with the state of Florida. they used to sample like pornography stuff. I mean, it was really vulgar. They would talk about, this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
And so my kids are in the back seat, and this guy's blaring 2 Live Crew, and I'm like, did I just
Now,
go
how
back
old
in
are
time?
your kids?
My oldest is 10. I have an 8-year-old daughter and then a 5-year-old son.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to tell you, everybody complains about music being really vulgar these days, but I don't think there's ever been a group that's been as vulgar as 2 Live Crew. Ever. In the history of rap music. It was the Miami bass sound. And this guy was blasting it, and I closed the door real quick, and I said, honey, someone's playing 2 Live Crew. I don't understand. Did I go back in time? What's going on here? Why is this guy
That
playing
Flux
2 Live Crew?
capacitor, is working on your minivan.
Exactly. Hey, where they tie that one in there? Hey.
I'm paying attention today.
You're on it, dude. You're on it. Maybe because it's Wednesday, you have 4 days off, and you're excited. I'm excited about that. Have you tried? I know you got me hip on Meerkat. You said, hey, you got to get a Meerkat. We tried some Meerkatting, and then a week later, Twitter introduces Periscope, which I told Kris, I said, Meerkat's cool. They just got $14 million worth of funding to move forward. But I said, guess what? It's probably going to get really tough for them, even though Twitter opens up a lot of IPA integration for outside developers, but they own Periscope. Competitor, Twitter owns Periscope. So probably Periscope's going to succeed. My thoughts on it. Yeah.
Mine.
Mine. That was from Nemo, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay. So I get on Periscope. Pretty cool. I actually tried to use Periscope on the show. I plugged in, did a camera feed off there, plugged it in. But I mean, Periscope, it's really based, I think, on the atmosphere of where you're at to really get people's attention.
Well, I did it this morning when I went to get coffee, and I got a 91 views, and I was able to upload the video to them. It's interesting. The only thing I don't like is you can't interact with them. You have to actually talk to them to give them answers and stuff like that. But I do want to take this back to you because you were telling me that you have a secret admirer.
Oh
on
my
Periscope.
gosh, that's what I was getting to.
Yeah, I want to know about this.
You're putting the cart before the horse. Help me out here for crying out loud.
No, because I want you to jump to that.
All right, so I guess really, I mean, I could do a feed of our show doing this, but I mean, in the first 15 seconds, it's not what they want to see. They go, I don't want to see this.
What are they looking for, though?
I don't know. Maybe something that I'm not going to give them. Boobs. I don't know. I don't have boobs.
Next,
Periscope. So I think it's really based on the atmosphere and how you can interact. I think if they saw this set or whatever, they're going to be intimidated. Like, this guy's not paying attention to me, which wasn't true. I was, had my iPad up. I could see the feed. But anyways, I mean, we had when we used it Monday for the show, we had 45 people. And then in a matter of 2 minutes, we lost them pretty much all down to 2. So I was getting my car looked at again, the hindsight, put it reverse. And this guy said, hey, it's going to take a while to get your car fixed, blah, blah, blah. So I went down there. I went down to a bar. So I said, you know what? I'll have a beer. So I went down and had a beer, and I was sitting there.
A beer?
A beer, yeah. Okay. So I went there and sat down, and I said, I'll turn Periscope on. And the moment I did, dude, I had 101 views.
That's awesome.
Doing this thing, yeah. And I was talking to everybody. But, dude, I finally, once in my life, I can say I feel like what a woman feels like when they get on these things.
Elaborate.
I got sexually harassed.
Uh-oh.
Not by women, but by a gay male.
Okay, hold it. How do you know he's gay?
The questions he was asking me. Hey, man, can you show me your blue? Hey, man.
You wee-wee?
Are you a prostitute? I'm like, are you kidding me? And people were laughing. They
all
thought
right,
it was hysterical.
hold on. Let us backtrack. Are you?
No.
Okay, all right, cool.
Absolutely not.
All right. I never asked you that question. I asked you a lot of questions, but I haven't asked you that question.
Seriously, man. It's probably you trolling on Periscope giving me those questions.
I do have.
So basically,
Twitter.
if you don't know, I mean, with Periscope, Meerkat, it integrates with your Twitter feed and your fans of
your followers.
Yeah, your followers. And so, I don't know. I mean, you pick up some kooks, I guess. So anyways, I just finally felt, I said, man, this is horrible. And so I did one yesterday. I was at my home office doing some admin stuff, and I was, rendering some shows. Something didn't happen with one of our distribution things. So I was sitting there. I said, I'll turn on I'll turn on Periscope. Got the same guy again. And Susan, I believe she does a show.
Susan
Knowles. She showed up for every one of my Periscopes.
Yeah,
and I guess
she's good people.
Yeah, and she, speaking who we have on the show today, we have someone from Hear Me Out. And she joined Hear Me Out, too. So
she joined this morning, actually.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. But Susan showed up, and she goes, man, I think someone has a man crush on you. And it was, needless to say, it's still scary. You feel sticky like you need a shower afterwards. And you poor women.
Did you shower?
No. But you poor women that have to put up with men abusing you guys all the time on social media, it's just sad. It really is sad. It's horrible. It's a horrible feeling. I feel violated. Really felt violated.
Well, I felt that user asked you legit questions.
Yeah.
You know, with your face, I will ask that question.
Some people ask me some great questions, but
That's a good question. I'll give him props.
But I mean, I think with the Periscope and Meerkat, it's like it's based on you got a 3-minute window if you're not a celebrity. You got a 3-minute window.
Yeah, because if we were looking at it, and when you talking about Periscope earlier, who signed on? Glenn was on, and everybody was liking it and stuff like that. And then you had Doc and Skip. They used Meerkat. Susan is actually speaking of Susan. I just looked at hers and she's about showing some horses. It's pretty cool.
Why would you put up the Periscope feed of Glenn Beck today?
Yes, I did.
Okay, how long have you followed Glenn Beck?
It was a year on December last year.
So you just really find out who Glenn Beck,
yes,
was, where he came from. I mean, because he was right down the street in Tampa when he started.
Yep.
What is the deal? Since he moved to, Dallas, you put up his Periscope feed and he's got a freaking cowboy hat on.
I don't know what was the show today about, so I can't comment on that.
Why was he wearing a cowboy hat?
He has the weirdest.
He has a
outfits.
lot of weird outfits. I mean, it was like yesterday or something. He had some kind of army jacket on or something with a badge. I don't know what it was.
No, that was 2 days ago. I called it a mockingbird pin. He looked like a mockingbird.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what's up with a cowboy hat, man?
I like it.
You do?
Yeah.
You know what? And, what do you really think of a cowboy? What's his stereotypical, we're not getting racist here, but...
Horse.
No, what do you think of, you think of a white dude, right?
Oh, that. Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm going to tell you something. When I was, back at the dealership this morning, a black man came in, and I call them black rednecks, and they are the most polite. They're very Southern. He had a cowboy hat on, that was camouflage hat, and boots. He had his truck, and love those guys, man.
Oh, I had a teacher, a professor, actually, right here in DeLand. He was a black cowboy, and he would wear his cowboy boots, his belt, his hat, and he was the nicest guy ever. The only bad thing I will talk about him was that my fire hired his son, and I guess the gene of the good guy didn't pass over because that guy was a douchebag. His son was the biggest douchebag. But the dad, amazing dad, good math teacher. He's a good guy.
Yeah, there's just something about it, and you really hit the nail on the coffin on that one. These guys, normally with these cowboy rednecks, a lot of them are douchebags, especially the white people.
Yes.
I apologize for those cowboys. They're just just have this attitude, and it's like, nope, yep, nope. And I talked about one on the show about the horse drama we had over the weekend. He was one of those rude rednecks. But man, a black cowboy, I've never met an angry black cowboy in my life. They're so polite. I love them to death. And they're just, they have this energy that you just want to be around with them because they're so positive.
Speaking of outfits.
Yeah.
This was his birthday outfit when Glenn turned 50.
My gosh, look at it. Look at his face.
Well, that's filtered. Stu passed it through a filter. So
okay. So it looks like a lobster. Yeah. I was about to say, wow, Glenn, stay off the sunbed.
So yeah, he dresses pretty wild. He dresses pretty wild.
I guess when you make, $62 million a year, you can do whatever you want to do, right?
Sure.
Start your own network, spend millions of dollars on camera equipment, and
yeah.
Am I jealous? No, I'm not.
No?
No, not at all.
Alrighty.
But when we come back from break, very excited about this.
Yep.
Very, very excited about this. It's so good. So good.
So good. So good.
I love technology, and we'll get to it when we come back from break. We have Issy from Hear Me Out, one of the co-creators of the Hear Me Out app that we've pushed really hard here on the Jeff Adams Show.
We push it like every single day.
Every single day.
Every day.
And
Every hour
I
on the
haven't
hour.
been on it as much as I should be, but I was on it yesterday.
You should, but you failing as a jabber.
I'm failing as a jabber. But we get that. When we come back from break, we're going to have Issy from Hear Me Out.
You're listening to The Jeff Adams Show. It's creative comedy for ordinary people doing extraordinary things.
Hey world, it's 6:34 a.m. and I'm just about to start my morning run.
For thousands of years, stories have been told. Funny, sad, thrilling, touching. Each story has been told by a different person who's given it a unique flavor, their own voice. Times have changed, we've changed, but everyone still wants to be heard. Now it's your turn to share your stories with the world with your own voice. Introducing Hear Me Out, the new way to share the real you.
Join with me on Hear Me Out app, where you could be featured on the Jeff Adams Show with Hear Me Out. Just use hashtag the Jeff Adams Show and ask us anything you want, and we might play your audio clip live on the air every single week. That's hashtag the Jeff Adams Show on Hear Me Out app. Ask us anything, and we might play your clip live on the air. So join the revolution at Hear Me Out.
I love this station.
Absolutely love the station.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are the best, best, best.
It is the best station.
Listen to J.A. Creative.
Ah, yes. Tune in. Tune in to what? What am I tuning in to, Kris?
Oh, man, come on. Really? If you go to your app store, you could go check it out, tune in. Download them, search for J.A. Creative, and listen to us 24/7.
That sounds like a great deal.
It does.
Can you do it on your Android device, too?
You can do it on Android. You can do it on your iTunes. You can even do it on the computer. Search tunein.com and search for J.A. Creative.
But why would anybody want to take this station with them? I don't understand that at all. But anyways, go download the app. Quickly, tune in, baby! Yeah! Just did a mess up there. But
one more time, you
nobody
did it.
knows.
Yeah,
Nobody knows except for me.
Good job.
So, we got someone on hold. Interesting. Don't even want to look at the phone system right now. Okay, well, this is where I get excited because I'm a tech head. Became a tech head at heart, so I love new applications. I love technology. And so I think, let me introduce all the way from Tel Aviv, right? Tel Aviv.
Yeah, Tel Aviv.
Tel Aviv. Let me give you a little bit more volume now. We got Issy,
Hey guys, what's up?
co-founder of Hear Me Out, right?
Yeah, co-founder.
That's amazing.
That is awesome.
Got your kids in the background running around?
More or less, yeah. I hope they're in bed by now, but I think I hear them still screaming around.
Daddy, can I have Kool-Aid? It's all right. We're a we consider ourselves a family show to some degree. But, I've had shows where I had a co-host, not a co-host, but a guy I was interviewing, and his daughter did the whole interview with him via Skype, and she kept asking for Kool-Aid. Can I have some Kool-Aid? No, I'm doing an interview right now. But I love that's what I love about what we do is like it's so we can do whatever we want to do and be okay with it. It's all good with me.
That's great.
Oh, your phone's ringing too. Your phone's blown up. That was the bat line. They hear me out, bat line. So tell me, how did you, tell me your background. How did you get into developing apps, and how did you get the concept for Hear Me Out?
Well, in the army in Israel, I was in the computer division, and I did a BSc in computer science and math. But this actually came from feeling the social world. Years ago when Facebook and MySpace started, the entire social world was about being the real you, sharing yourself with the world, getting everyone inside your private world. But now we feel like the last few years, the social network world became really fake. You go on Instagram and Twitter, and you see people photoshopping their pictures. And if you go to celebrity pages, you could assume that Barack Obama's page is run by a digital group of Harvard students, and likewise with Kim Kardashian or any other celebrity. So, and you run through Facebook and Twitter, and you just see garbage and garbage. And we said we really want to bring authenticity back to social networks. People want to hear the real voice. There's power in voice that you can't portray with text. Let's say we're trying to think about someone that shares and someone that consumes. So on the sharing side, if you have a comedian or a musician wanting to share a joke or a tidbit of his new song, it has a lot more power to it. It's the only way you could share it and feel engaged with your fans in a real way. If a comedian's writing a joke and he says ha 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 and hashtag LOL and exclamation point, ampersand, smiley face, frowny face, the message really doesn't go well. It's just recording the joke in a few seconds and sharing it with the world. So that's where we came up with Hear Me Out. It's a social network, as you could call it, Twitter for voice or Instagram for audio.
Yeah.
We feel on the spectrum of things. If there's YouTube for video, Vine for video, Twitter for text, and Facebook for everything. So this audio section is really untapped resource. So now we're proud to say we're the leading voice-based social network in the world, and we love what we're doing.
You know what I love about it the most? Because it's not video oriented. It's audio. I could be in my underwear and not worry about what I look like on camera and be totally fine with that.
You could still do that though. You know, just like you could still do that. You know, there's people out there have no shame.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
So
especially sorry. Yeah.
So is this the first time you've developed an app? Are you a programmer, or did you have the idea and you worked with somebody that could to get it done for you?
I actually am a programmer, but we got outside people to do it. We have an in-house programmers, but in the beginning, when we just started, it was a garage project. We scraped money from friends and family and just worked on it for a few months until we developed it. And then we raised some money, and now we just started. Our official launch was the beginning of this year. We had a beta version for a few months, but now we are proud to say we're officially worldwide launched app.
Yeah, it was amazing how I found you guys. I think it was last summer. I was doing a job out in Tampa. I would drive in, and I started just using it when I was driving in my car. And it was fun. It was funny. I don't know how you guys, I stood out from the rest, but I would just do these stupid rants like I do on my show of stuff that was actually happening to me that I wasn't making up. And, somehow we started communicating, and it's been great, man.
Thank you.
We
appreciate all your help with promoting us on the show too, with the cooperation. We love it. We love your show. You have an amazing voice, so it's easy to find you between the noise and the app. You're a very unique user. Same with Kris. Hi, Kris.
Hello.
And we love you guys.
Yeah, we love being a part of the Hear Me Out community, and but I was fascinated about me because and not to make a funny out of this, but literally when I was growing up, I was dyslexic, and so Twitter was hard for me to try to cram in all these words, and being a dyslexic, you have to really think through what you're writing. I'm like, I saw Hear Me Out, and I was like, wow, this is great. I could just talk, and now let Hear Me Out do the rest.
It's something that you love doing.
I love to talk.
We've met with blind organizations for blind people. We're trying to adapt the app so blind people could use it because it's perfect for them. Third world countries, we're trying to develop it there also because a lot of illiteracy in these countries. You're exactly right. We're filling a need. And as you said, the speciality of this app is that you could consume it on the go, which differentiates us from any other social app out there. We could you have the drive mode feature. You could just plug it in and play your entire feed and enjoy it in any other time zone that you're not on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or any other social network out there.
Yeah, it's great. So how many people do you have with the company right now that's involved with Hear Me Out?
We have about 10, 7 full-time and 3 people that on and off employees.
Wow, so you're rolling it. You're rolling.
Yeah.
When do I get
growing?
When do I get invited to the party, yo?
Anytime, man. We actually visit the States a lot in the line of work.
Are you?
Come visit. Yeah, we come to the States quite often, yeah.
Are you going to be in NAB?
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh. We should have talked a lot earlier. If you're pushing, you know about NAB, right? Vegas?
The Vegas conference, yeah.
Yeah, it's huge. You should be there, do a big launch.
As you know, our times are so busy right now with this launch of the app that we're trying to work on in the States right now, so we'll try to see maybe to fit that in. It's a good idea.
So you're working on the Hear Me Out for the States? Is that what you're working on?
Yeah, now we're working on the States. That's why we're coming into the States every so often to have meetings with companies, brands, investors, everything.
Yeah, so where are you headed? Are you in New York, or do you go to Simi Valley in California for those meetings?
New York mostly. We have connections at the East Coast. I grew up in New York, so I have most of my family still there. And connections, friends, businesses that we work with.
That's interesting. Do you remember they were out of Tel Aviv, it was years ago, 2007. I actually was a tester for Blog TV. Remember that?
Wow, that's a while ago. I remember it vaguely, not really so well.
There was a guy named Nur. To the effect, yeah, but they started Blog TV and they actually sold it eventually to another streaming platform. But they were out of Tel Aviv, and it was great. I mean, that's how I really got back into broadcasting. I was working in the music industry, and I just started doing, live video of my life, talk about things that were happening, and kind of took off. And
that's amazing.
Yeah. So it is great. I mean, I love Hear Me Out, and I try to use it. I'm a little spoiled because I want to use professional audio as much as possible because that's how I communicate. But yesterday I was using my phone, and it's really simple to use.
You sounded great. I listened to that post, and you sounded great. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can use your phone. I prefer to do some edits to make it a little bit more interesting, but I haven't had time. But, I just said, hey, man, I've got my phone. It's portable. Anybody can use it. You can go to the iTunes store or the Google Play store, download it for your Android device, iPhones. Compatible.
And as you said, you could do it on the walk while you're walking in the street. You don't have to be looking at your screen. You can just record what you're thinking right when it happens. If someone pisses you off and you're in a rant about it, you can just record the rant and not have to start typing and opening Twitter and looking for something to type.
Speaking about a rant.
Exclamation points.
Yeah. Did you hear my rant this morning, Easy?
I haven't gotten the chance yet.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
I will listen to it.
Yeah, it was on Road Rage.
Road Rage. There was one guy on there, Issy, that I can't remember the guy's name. I like him. I think he's really talented. But I would just crack, me being a wise guy, I was cracking jokes to him about his fire extinguisher. And he got
the fourth wall, I think.
Fourth wall.
Yeah,
fourth wall.
He got so mad at me. I'm just like, dude, take a chill pill, man. I'm poking fun at you. It's like, not everybody's a professional broadcaster. I go, no professional broadcaster here, man. I'm loosey-goosey, Right out loud. But yeah, I mean,
we love him also. Yeah, he's a great guy also.
Oh yeah, dude, he's phenomenal.
He's one of our jabbers too. He's great.
He's phenomenal. I love him. I love listening to his little rants. They're hilarious, and that's what I love. It's like when I need a comedy break, I go to Hear Me Out. I'm like, man, I haven't been to Hear Me Out. I just listen to some of these the people that I follow. I'm just like, and it puts me in a better mood. I start laughing. It's such a fun app. I mean, it's just.
As you said, if you're looking for comedy, you could just go to the category of comedy. We categorize all our posts, so you could just skim through and find out what you really want to hear. Unlike if you go on a Facebook page and you just have to go through a feed of 10,000 things until you could find something interesting. And Hear Me Out, you can just skim through color coordinated categories and find what you want to listen to. If you just want to hear jokes, you just go to a joke category and listen to jokes continuously.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Same with news and...
Go ahead.
I'm saying same with news or politics or whatever of our 12 categories that we have. You could just, if you're just interested in one kind of subject, you can just listen to that one.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I mean, I love, and it proves that the world is such a big melting pot. But it's also there's so many talented people out there, and I think platforms like this give the people the ability to be able to use their God-given creativity to share with the world. That's what I love about it.
It's so true.
The people that don't have the opportunity to get behind a microphone full time, that they probably should be. They're probably a million people better than me. But what I'm enjoying about it is just the fact that I get to see so much talent, like people singing, just people want to be heard, and they have so much talent. I mean, the Cover Me project, we have tens of thousands of posts already, people singing, and
Every week we share with the followers the best recordings of either music or jokes, or every week we choose a different category and put the top 5 posts that we've had during the week. People love singing, love sharing what they have to say. It's true. It's the most intimate way to connect, because I'm imagining if people are following Rihanna on Twitter, imagine how would they feel if they could hear her singing little tidbits of song for them, like personally try my new chorus of my new song. What do you guys think about it? A comedian testing his new act, sharing some jokes. It's a different feel to it.
Yeah, that would probably be tough doing comedy routines, because you really can't get the interaction. Like if you're bombed, you could think it's the funniest thing in the world. People are like, dude, that was horrible.
I'm sure the comments, yeah.
Most of my hear me out, so like that. They're just complete bombs.
I have a question, Issy. You guys started a new campaign, Sound Bites.
Yeah, Sound Bites of My Life.
What was that all about? Where did that come from?
Again, we're in a certain niche in social networks, so we feel like the sounds of people's lives, like when they wake up in the morning and a rooster could be yelping, and a fire alarm or a fire truck or a police car, ambulance, the bus coming, any noise that you hear during the day is something that you can't pass on through Twitter. If someone's going if you go on a subway and someone starts going on the train and starts singing in the middle of the cart, so you could record these kind of sounds that no one else has a way to share with the world. So we wanted people to share what they go through every day. If their boss screaming at them, if
that'd be a good one.
The sound of ordering coffee at Starbucks, a non-foam cafe latte, soy milk, blah blah blah, stuff like that.
Is that your favorite coffee?
I actually enjoy soy milk, but not exclusively. Yeah, yeah, that's probably my favorite one.
All right, here's my question. If not, I'm going to have to do it. Has anybody taken a dump in the bathroom using Hear Me Out? That's what I want to know. Anybody done that yet?
No, but we actually have a user called Fartman. You should look him up. Which he just records farts. It's hysterical. He does like a fart, like a Bill Clinton fart, and he makes the sounds for people. So we did a Chuck Norris fart, and that was just like a police siren. That was like his Chuck Norris joke,
That's
we had
good.
Chuck Norris jokes, guys. Yeah, so.
Oh man,
people are really creative with this app because you just speak your mind fast without thinking about it too much. People, it's hard for them to start getting going, but once they get going, it's hard to stop them. We have users that do 30, 40 posts a day and really love it. And
now,
of course, like any.
You have jabbers. What's a jabber?
A jabber are the users that we have a special algorithm that finds the users that are more active and more popular and get played more than the other users and have better content. And we contact them privately and personally to work with them to find a way to improve the app, ask them questions regarding what could we do to improve the interface of the app, the usage, the sound, whatever they think, the design, anything that can help us to improve the app. We're actually starting now, we want to do t-shirts of the app. We're starting merchandising of the app. So we send them emails regarding designs and what the logo would be on the t-shirt, what the setting would be. And now it's in production. So the jabbers are VIP users. That's how I'd call them.
Well, let me tell you, that t-shirt. I gave my suggestion back. I think
Which
you should
one?
go
Which
the
one
black
won?
the black t-shirt with the white design.
Which one did win?
And listen, I used to manage bands, so I know merchandise. I know what sells.
Black sells.
You go with black.
I think it's the one with the 42 seconds something. That was the one that won. I don't remember.
Really?
I think it's that one.
I'm telling you,
I gotta pull a picture.
I'm the merch king when it comes to merch. I know my merch. Well, at least you got to make me a black
We'll take
one.
a look at it again.
Yeah, make
You
me a
want
black
one?
Yeah, XLT. I emailed. I said XLT because I'm 6'5". I got to fit right.
Wow.
And
you shouldn't be sitting there. You should be standing to showing off your height. I'm 6'3".
you would see if I stood up right now, you'd see my groin area. You don't want to see that. But anyways, I want a black shirt with the original logo in white. That's what I want. You should do it.
Cool. Oh,
you should do it.
original logo in white.
I'm telling you, that's gonna be your hot item. And you're gonna go. That Jeff
We'll take
Adams,
you
he knew
on,
what he's
man.
talking about.
Only if you wear it on the show a few times.
I will always.
We'll wear it on
I'll
the
wear it
show.
once a week if it fits me good. I will wear it once a week on the show.
There's
guaranteed.
right there, Jeff.
There's a deal right there.
Yeah, so the 42 seconds, right? That's pretty cool too. That because of my age. If I had one for NAB, I'd win it for NAB. You know, we're broadcasting live that week. It's really cool. We teamed up. We got hired out by BroadcastBeat.com to go to NAB. So I'm going to be doing on-floor interviews with a lot of these companies. But we'll also, which is amazing, we got it pulled off where we're going to have a live view backpack with a camera. So we're not doing the Jeff Adams show that week. But if you're really bored, you go to BroadcastBeat.com and watch me, Kris, and me do interviews on the floor with my team, and we're interviewing all these big companies, and we're going to be streaming all the parties that we're going to. We're going to have a camera on us 24/7, kind of like Meerkat, Periscope, but
Periscope, yeah,
more high end. You know what I mean?
We might be able. Anything you do is more high end. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're really excited about that.
We might be able to create a new app, Jeff.
But if you had me a T-shirt,
no, maybe you'll do PR for us. Yeah, you'll do PR for us. We'll buy a booth there, put you there, and you do PR work. We can't make it.
I would love to. If you got me a shirt, I'd wear a shirt.
Yeah.
People are like, "What is this?" I tell them what's up. They go download that.
You'll wear the boxers too, or not?
No boxers.
I'll wear the boxers easy. Don't worry. I got you. Boxers are in.
No problem.
I don't want to get arrested in Vegas. Guy had too much to drink.
That's the one place you can walk around however you want. You won't get arrested.
It is. It is.
I'll take off my shirt and wear the boxers down the street, start screaming at the top of my lungs.
Maybe we could invite the guy from Periscope that keeps, wanting you.
Oh, jeez. Well, you know what? Thanks for taking time out of your night. I know it's getting late over there. You got kids, you got dinner. But man, we just wanted to have you on the show. You're such a big part of our show. The people on Hear Me Out, when we do hashtags Jeff Adams Show, they participate.
Thank you guys, a pleasure.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Thank you guys so much for everything. Hope to hear you more out on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, we will.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us.
Have
all
a
right?
good day, guys.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Wow, man. Awesome.
That was awesome.
Love technology. I mean, maybe I should just do a technology show. I mean, but
that'll be the second show.
That'll be the second show.
Yep.
Man, I don't know, man. I just love talking to people that are just pushing the boundaries of.
It was good. We learned a lot about it, though.
Yeah, I love just talking to people that are just pushing the boundaries of making my life easier and stuff that I do. I'm a creative person, so I need creative outlets. And man, that was amazing how I found them, a year ago almost. And there was hardly anybody on the site, and I just started ranting, and they reached out to me and said, "Hey, we love what you're doing," and it's just been great, man.
Yeah. They're good people. Everybody should go to their website, hearmeoutapp.com, and download them.
Absolutely. Android, iPhone, download it today. And you know what? We don't get paid for that.
We
really
don't.
No.
All we got was a Jabber sticker. That's about it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, man. It's like when we're passionate about something on the show, we're going to push it. It doesn't matter if
we get paid or not. It's not about us.
Right. It's just something that we love to do because we're broadcasters, and it's a great way to, if you have a random thought, like I need to get this down and let my people hear it. Yep. So there you go, man.
It's
so
good.
let me get to this phone call. Hang on a minute. Let me get this whole stuff worked out. I should have been a little bit more prepared. Hang on a second. I'm just so excited just talking to him, man. Man, I can't wait to NAB. You know
it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. It's maybe we need to get Easy on the line, offline, work something on some T-shirts, get him some movement over there.
All right. So, guess we got Matt Baxter on the line. Here we go.
He is on the line.
All right, Matt, are you there?
Absolutely.
How's your day going, Matt?
Absolutely.
Is that all you have to say, Matt?
Absolutely.
Matt, quit playing games with us, man. Quit playing games with us. You got to just stop that. You got to stop that, Matt.
Absolutely.
Matt, you there?
Yes.
What is going on?
I just watched the Three Stooges today.
Yeah?
I love the Three Stooges, man. They're the greatest comedy team ever, man.
Really?
Absolutely.
Why do you keep saying that?
Absolutely.
Why do you keep saying that, man? Matt, you're playing games with us.
Yo, absolutely.
Matt, stop saying that for the love of God.
Absolutely.
Matt! You're laughing about it. You're harassing me right now.
I think it's Matt on Periscope.
Matt, calm down. I know you like absolutely.
Absolutely.
Just stop it, man. Are you there? Matt,
yes, I'm here.
Are you at the park today?
Absolutely. No, I'm not at the park today. I'm at the house today.
But you just said absolutely.
Absolutely.
So you're at home today?
Absolutely.
Right? Matt?
Yep.
You're at home today?
Yeah.
You see any?
Yes.
You see any Sasquatches out there?
Absolutely. No, but Sasquatch told me to tell you guys hello and keep going.
Oh, wait a minute. You talk to the Sasquatches?
Yeah, he told me that you guys do a good show, man. He listens to you guys every day. He says you do a good job.
Just stop it, Matt. You can't even listen to our show. You have to call in to listen to our show. So how does a Sasquatch possibly listen to our show?
Absolutely.
How does he do it? And you're laughing about it. Tell me how a Sasquatch listens to our show, Matt.
I'm just kidding with you, man. April Fool's. Jeez.
Oh, jeez, you got me. Oh, my gosh, Matt.
Absolutely.
Wow. Well, happy April Fool's to you, man. You got me good. You little stinker. You're always playing games with me. You're always messing with me, man. Well, you have yourself a good April Fool's, all right?
All right.
All right, thanks for calling in, Matt. Matt Baxter.
Did he actually get to talk?
Hey. I got to get more. I was trying to get some lead-in so I can get more drops. So there'll be more than this.
Absolutely.
Hey, get off the phone, Matt.
Absolutely.
Matt. Jeez.
That was good. That was really good.
Or they. So what's how much we got about 9 minutes. What's going on with some wacky Wednesday news? What do we got?
Alrighty, here we go. I'm gonna play this for you, and you tell me what you think is happening in the background.
All right, it's wacky news. All right, get a little music going. All right, what's going on there?
What's going on? The kids are being put in the trunk.
What? Are you serious?
I am serious. Here, let me full screen this for you guys.
Yeah, please do. And this guy is recording and going...
The girl's recording. She's about to zoom in. Look.
Okay.
The kids are being put in the trunk after they left Subway.
Oh my God!
But look at the mom. She's big enough, so I think she should stay behind and then let the kids come and go home. I think that was pretty wicked.
Oh my gosh. Kids! I told you not to act up in Publix. Get in the back of the trunk. Man.
Now, have you ever been towed?
Of course.
You've been towed, right?
Yes.
Never been towed in my life. So here's another video.
All right.
Look at this. He's about to get towed.
All right.
He's yelling at him and saying, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?"
Oh, he's in the car.
He's in the car.
Was he sleeping or something?
I have no idea. But look at this.
That's the guy.
Look, he goes,
That's
bye-bye.
That's got to be in New York.
It is in New York.
Hey, no. Taking a nap. Ah! Could you imagine taking a nap and someone trying to tow you?
But see, I don't like the new towing technology, because all you got to do is, put it in, you don't need it anymore to go in the back and hook it up.
It's crazy when we have guests come in that haven't been here, that come in the studio, and they always freak out about the parking situation in front of our building.
Yeah.
After you tell them on the phone, like,
Park
hey,
right in front.
Park in front. There's no parking signs. Don't worry about those. Avoid them. They still call because they have the fear of getting towed.
Because it said no parking.
Hey, man, I'm here. It says no parking. Am I good? I told you that already. You're good.
Park there.
You're good.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. So good.
good.
All right, what else do you have?
Now, it's not a wacky story, but it was I played it for you earlier. It was the Lego. Since we're not gonna be here. Since we're not gonna be here, it's pretty interesting. The Lego story, was made into the crucifixion and the life of the last week of Jesus was made into the.
I get it, but I don't know. I mean, it was cool. We watched it, and it's Holy Week, big deal for believers, Christians, Christian community. But Legos. I mean, I guess it's good for children's church.
Yeah,
but they crucified Jesus with Legos. I mean, don't you think that's a little bit pushing a little bit disrespectful?
No. I think it's like Issy said. We're in a technology world right now. We need to start spreading good things, and I think Lego is the best thing. I think they got this from the Lego movie.
Oh, the idea.
The idea.
It must have been from the. You know what? When I was managing bands, a couple of them, and this must be from the same guy. He creates all these Lego videos because he used a lot of these bands' music that I managed, and he'd make music videos out of the Lego figures.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, like search like Toby Mac, something Lego, and it'll pop up. But he takes music videos and makes Lego like a Lego music video out of it. I bet you it's the same guy. I bet you anything it is. But yeah, it's really interesting. But I don't know. I mean, it's cool. I got moved by it actually. I was like, wow. Brings back why I made the decision to follow Christ a long time ago. And see, look, there's the producer that I hooked up to do the song, Toby Mac. He did that song, Me Without. We can't hear it, but he does his own little music videos. They're really cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, he takes the songs and makes music videos with it. Now there's Jesus in that video too. Jesus is making his round in the music videos, Lego world.
But I think it's interesting, it reaches, it could go far.
Yeah, it really can. I mean, that's an amazing, you got an idea, it can go as far as you take it or wherever you creativity takes you.
It's not by the same person.
It's not?
No, it's by
I'm sure it is, but people
The Easter one is by BW Animations.
Okay, but I'm sure the other ones that you pulled up are probably ripped from the same people. Like that, people rip YouTube accounts, put it on their YouTube account, which is kind of illegal. Guess we could get in trouble for streaming YouTube videos too, but
no, because we keep the logo.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
Stormtroopers.
Yeah. I love Legos.
You know how long that would take to record that stuff?
It's 6 seconds. I did some research because Glenn is doing all this kind of stuff like this.
Yeah.
It's 6 seconds a week.
Wow.
Imagine that. 6 seconds a week. This is 1 minute and 5.
It's insane.
It is. You know how much you have to be like focused?
Guys fishing. Stormtroopers.
You know how much focus you got to be on that?
I know, man.
This would not work for you at all.
Yeah, it's got to be a full-time job.
It has to be. Yeah.
I
love.
Hey, could you imagine the conversation? You meet someone in a bar. What do you do? Make Lego videos. What's that? I try to explain what I do for a living. People are like, I'm trying to follow you. I'm not getting it.
So what do you do for a living? What they ask you?
I work for a new media company. I mean, that's all I can really say.
So what's not?
I focus on broadcasting. I deal with entertainment clients. It's a spectrum of things that we do, and it's like you really just can't put that in one sentence. It's very difficult to do. So I say, hey, we're a new media company, and people just go, I'm trying to follow you, not really understanding.
So Matt said about April Fools. Today's April Fools.
It is.
Yeah. According here, it says the tales came from Julius Caesar.
Originally came from Julius Caesar?
Came from 46 BC and honored a new god.
That is wild. I did not know that.
Yeah. It's interesting, though. It's really interesting.
That is wild.
The first prank was in April 1st, 1957. You know what it was?
What?
It was a spaghetti harvest. So I heard this before, and it's pretty interesting how they did it. So what they did before was they put spaghettis on trees, and they told people the spaghettis grew out of the trees, just like that. So they were ready to go. Isn't that pretty awesome?
That's pretty awesome. I just did a facial expression that I'm just like, in my old age, I look like that bald eagle in the Muppets. So a political eagle that was in the Muppets.
I think of you more of the old guys in the balcony.
No, those are the old guys in the balcony.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not one of those. Yeah, but I'm not one of those guys. I look like the political eagle. I forget his name on the Muppets. He's like
I know you're talking about, but I don't think of you as that.
You think of the old man.
I think of the old man. Yeah. And this is the video they uploaded for the prank.
Spaghetti.
For the spaghetti, it was overseas.
They vined it.
Yeah, they did.
They vined it back in the day. Man, I'm getting sick because of you. Getting a cold.
No, you're not. It's not because of me. Oh, that is broadcasting to the fullest right there.
He comes in sick, and I'm trying to go to the beach and get on the boat tomorrow. And he's like
sick.
coughing up lungs, snotting all over
God.
everything, and now I'm all paranoid that I'm going to get sick on my
It goes back to the conversation that we had to Walgreens. You are paranoid about everything. You keep looking to the back. Why you keep looking to the back?
I'm seeing if you're walking up on me. You always freak me out. You spook up on behind me.
A spook up?
You spook up.
All right. You know what?
What? I'm going to do that I'm going to make a rap called Spook Up.
Okay.
Where you actually scare people. That'd be pretty cool. All right. You know what? We're excited. You know why? Because we're done with this broadcast. What a great show. And we got a 4-day weekend ahead of us, and we're stoked about it here at the Jeff Adams Show. We'll be back Monday.
And you don't want to miss Monday.
You don't want to miss Monday.
Or Tuesday.
Yeah, we're going to go 2 days because I have to go to Nashville for other business on Wednesday and Thursday. Then Friday we got to pack, and then that Saturday we're going to NAB for a whole week in Vegas. Until then, enjoy your weekend. And if you get sad and miss my ugly face and Chris's face, watch some reruns. Listen to reruns. JeffAdamsShow.tv. Yep. Until then, we out.